Dokkanners, welcome back to Tsunami for another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. I hope you guys are just as excited as I am for the 6-year anniversary because it is just under a couple of days away and we are going to be kicking things off with some awesome new units. But before the summonable units are going to be showing up, we're actually going to be able to get some free-to-play units first. So what I wanted to do in this video was go over the free-to-play units that we're going to be getting in the 6-year anniversary, as well as some units that are already in the Universe 7 category. And just to give you guys more options as far as what units you want to farm out, either before the anniversary, during, or after, so that you guys can get more out of this entire experience. If you guys have not seen the summonable video guide that I already made on the new units that are coming and the medals that you need to awaken them, make sure to check out the link in the description. I made a pretty useful cheat sheet that I've been getting a lot of positive feedback for, so make sure you guys check out that video. And also be sure to subscribe because a lot of good stuff is on the way. During the 6-year anniversary, we're going to be doing a lot of summons, a lot of edits, a lot of streams, a lot of good stuff on the horizon. So make sure you guys subscribe and join the action. So let's start off by taking a look at the Universe 7 free-to-play units that are not getting any sort of awakenings or that you can just farm out the SSR copies for. Number one, it is of course the 6-year Ultra Instinct Goku. This guy is a Universe 7 lead, key plus 366%. Everything about him is all about 6s, which is pretty nice. Raises defense for 6 turns, gains extra defense and attack plus 66. Attack plus 66, high chance to dodge. Even more attack after 6 attacks performed. So he's a pretty cool unit, and for a collectible, he's really good. The best one, obviously. And fun fact, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but actually his stats are basically in the theme of the 6, which is pretty neat. I took a look back at the other anniversary collectibles. They don't all do the same thing. I believe it goes up to Super Saiyan 3 or Super Saiyan 4, where all of the final digits are matching the anniversary number, but after that, it's kind of messed up. So this is, of course, the most notable free-to-play that we're going to be getting because you get this through logins and missions during the 6-year anniversary. Taking a look at some of the other units that are not using any sort of medals to awaken or are just overall exceptions, we do have Androids 17 and 18. These two units are SSRs that are free to play. In the current story events that are already available in Dokkan, you do not need the 6-year anniversary to access this event. But when you do, you can use Universe Survival Saga as your category boost, and you can farm out these units as much as you want. They are also very useful in farming out the super attacks of a lot of other units, including some of the summonable units that are on the horizon. So these two units get a lot of mileage in more ways than one. I really wish that they did get their awakenings because I sort of made a guarantee that they were a long time ago. Turns out I was wrong, my bad. But these units are pretty good at the SSR level. This guy's sort of an attack nuker, and the Android 18 is sort of a defensive nuke, because defense plus 10 per keys to retain. I actually find myself using the Android 18 a lot more because of the medium chance to stun and the lowering of attack. Combining the lowering of attack with the defense actually makes her pretty good. And then the Android 17 does some nerfing and also seals and can do some pretty good damage. So those two are units that are worth noting. And there's also two more. So this SR Gohan, as sad as he is indeed an SR that is obtained, I believe, in the Z Awakened form. So he actually shows up as an SSR, but you cannot awaken this guy. You cannot put hidden potential into the guy. It's very sad how pathetic this Gohan actually is, but he does raise attack and cause extreme damage. Yay. And the last unit that is worth noting that is free to play, but at the same time doesn't apply to the video, is this Universe 7 Piccolo. This guy is kind of a free-to-play and kind of isn't. It depends on what your definition of free-to-play is. I follow the J Fanta school of free-to-play, which means any unit that is summonable from the World Tournament or the Friend Summon qualifies as free-to-play. This unit is obtainable from the World Tournament SSR summons, therefore he is free-to-play. Plus, if you look at his overall build, he's a pretty free-to-play-ish looking unit based on what he does. So these are the honorable exceptions for Universe 7 units that are free-to-play. But now let's take a look at the other units that are coming to Dokkan free-to-play. The most notable is obviously the LR Master Roshi. This guy is a Turtle School lead, key plus 3, 120% across the board. Massively raises attack for 1 turn, causes colossal damage with a great chance to stun. Really good. And then on top of that, raises attack for 628% for 1 turn, causes mega colossal, and seals. It's ridiculous. Defense plus 120, medium chance of evading enemies' attack. Turtle School category allies, key plus 3, attack and defense plus 40%. When HP is 50% or less upon entering the attacking turn. And there are another 2 or more Turtle School category allies on the team. If the category or an ally in the same turn receives a KO, revive and recover 60% health. This is the big new revival mechanic. So this is probably the most highly anticipated free-to-play unit that is dropping onto the scene, and that's why obviously we have to talk about him first. Also, active skill massively raises attack temporarily, causes ultimate damage to the enemy, and all allies key +7. This can be activated, of course, after the character has received 7 or more attacks in battle, and there's another Turtle School category ally in the same turn. So I'm not going to go over too much more regarding the unit as far as how you farm the unit and whatnot. That will come up at the end of the video, but we do have to start off with the LR Master Roshi. Coming up next, we have the two free-to-play duos, the Krillin and 18 and the Tien and Roshi. Both are also getting EZAs. Both are leads in their own rights for the free-to-play scene. Join forces for the Krillin 18, Earthlings for the Tien and Roshi. Both are really, really, really good. So we'll start with the Tien and Roshi. Causes supreme damage, lowers attack and defense, seals super attack. Passive attack and defense +70%, plus an additional attack +20% and defense +20%, with each attack received up to 70, and then provides key +3 attack and defense +40% for Universe 7. The synergy on this Universe 7 category makes this one of the best categories in the entire game post 6-year anniversary. It's crazy how good this unit is. And then for the Android 18 and Krillin, greatly raises attack and causes supreme damage, so this is an attack stacker, changes physical key spheres into int, launches an additional super attack with 5 or more int key spheres obtained, attack and defense +30% with each attack performed. So the stacking on this unit is a little bit different. It is primarily offensive centric, but unfortunately the defense is a little lacking, but you still get a pretty decent amount of stats. So as far as free to play goes, this is a really, really good unit, and it's going to do a bunch of damage. So this unit is more focused on damage, and this one is probably more focused on tech and support. You're lowering the enemy stats, you're sealing, and you're supporting. So really, really good duo of duos. Sorry. Up next, we've got the physical autonomous Ultra Instinct. This Goku you may not recognize, but it's actually the awakening of an old fan favorite. Not really a fan favorite, but he is an older unit that has been around for quite some time. This unit you probably recognize because of his terrible passive, but he looked cool. You were hoping it would be more, but it's not. So this unit actually starts from humble beginnings as an SR. So as an SR unit, if you're trying to go from an SR to an SSR and then a TUR, it's a lot of grinding because the SR units don't have the hidden potential grid. So if you're looking to rainbow this unit, it is going to take a little bit longer to do so, but I'll go over that later on in the video. When this guy awakens to the SSR level, he provides attack +80% and then Universe Rebel Saga key +3. Not very good. So when he gets this TUR that's coming up for global and the EZA, he becomes a Universe Rebel Saga solid lead for free to play. Key +3, 77%. Raises attack and defense and causes supreme damage. Already a massive bonus. Then attack and defense +120. Universe Rebel Saga category allies key +3. Attack and defense +30%, which includes himself. High chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack. This is a really, really good and complete kit for a simple free-to-play unit. The reason being, when you're doing any sort of long-form event with a stacking unit, the number one thing you dread is getting supered turn 1, frame 1. And that happens more often than not for a lot of people. With this passive in place, not only are you able to raise your stats at a relatively decent pace with such high numbers, but you also have a way to protect yourself early on should you get attacked frame 1 with an unfortunate super attack. So I really, really like the way this unit is built. It's very simple, very straightforward, but very effective. And man, that card art is amazing. And plus, with the sticker effect, it's even better. And lastly, I do want to point out 2 more units that are available on the Universe 7 free-to-play scene. For those of you who are newer players who have not yet done this event, you can get the Manaka and Beerus unit, key +3, 50% across the board for Universe 7, and causes supreme damage to the enemy while sacrificing 7%. This unit obviously isn't as good, but I felt that it was worth mentioning just in case some of you are newer players who have not yet farmed out all of these units. You can do so through all the various story events. So this unit's passive is attack +77% for 4 turns after receiving an attack, raises attack up to 77%, the less HP remaining, the greater the stat boost. Not really that good, but it is what it is, and he's just a funny gimmick character. Plus, you know, if he gets his EZA, you never know, he could be better. And last but not least, the STR Golden Frieza. This unit is built the same way as the physical Ultra Instinct. The only difference is that the Ultra Instinct got a TUR and an EZA, whereas the Golden Frieza was left in the dust. And the reason why I say that they're built the same is because they both start off as an SR unit. Both require 20 medals to awaken. And you're going to have to do the grind a little bit extra because as an SR unit, you have to awaken the copies to create those dupe paths. So you're going to have to do a little bit of farming on the metals front. But for this unit, there is no awakening coming, just like the Manaka Beerus. So if you don't want to farm out the unit, you don't have to. But if you need it, here's an option. Now, for the long-awaited cheat sheet. For those of you who saw my Summonable Units cheat sheet, this is it. Everything is broken down for you, all the metals that you need from the various events, both new and old. So if you guys haven't already done so, make sure to screen capture this so that you can have a more consolidated information page with all the metals needed for those units. And now here is the free-to-play cheat sheet. Boom! There you go. That is what you need for all of the free-to-play units, not only coming during the 6-year anniversary, but also in the Universe 7 category as a whole. So as you can see, the Manaka and the Frieza at the bottom are present. Just because if you need those units, you haven't farmed them out, I wanted to put them on there for you guys. Also, it was just easier to fill out the box this way because look, the dimensions are the same. So that's why I did that. But anyway, as you can see, the column on the very far left shows the number of copies needed. This was built assuming you wanted to rainbow the unit and fully EZA the unit. So that's why for the LR Roshi, you need 29 copies. It seems like a lot, and it's unfortunate, but this is how you break it down. You need 14 copies to rainbow the original unit. SSR, SA10, all paths opened. You need 14 copies to do so. Then you need another 10 copies to create the second SSR with SA10 that will eventually turn into an LR and can infuse to your original LR. If the units are exactly identical, and they have differing super attack levels, you can infuse one into the other and boost the super attack for free instead of wasting Kais. And because this is an LR with an EZA, you would have to, in fact, farm out a third copy of the LR at SA5 in order to give him the final SA5 boost post EZA. Now, this seems daunting, this seems irritating, this seems tiresome, but it will save you the need to use Elder Kais. If you're a newer player, you probably don't have as many. So farming it out free to play is the better approach. And of course, keep in mind that all of these story events have significant category boosts. So if you have units that fall under those categories, you will have an enhanced drop rate for all of these medals, making the grind a lot easier. And if you don't want to do this alone, feel free to join me on my streams as I do this, because I will be doing this exact thing. So for the Roshi, you need 29 copies to fully rainbow the unit with the EZA. You need 90 medals of the version 1 Roshi, and you need 150 medals of the version 2. If you don't want to do all of that, you could always divide it by 3. I broke it down into the little division below. You need 30 medals for the first LR, 30 medals for the second, and 30 for the third. Same thing goes for the version 2 if you're trying to farm out 3 different LRs. If you don't want to do that, and you want to use Kais, be my guest. But that is how it's broken down, assuming you want to do it the fully free-to-play and responsible Dokkaning way. The 2 duo units, the Krillin and 18 and the Tien Roshi, both require 19 dupes. You need the extra 5 for the SA5 post-EZA. They both require 20 medals, 1 for TURing the first copy, and then 1 set of 10 to awaken the second TUR for each one. And same goes for the Ultra Instinct, 19 copies, 14 plus 5. Now the problem with the Ultra Instinct, as I mentioned before, it starts off as an SR unit, so unfortunately you're going to have to do a little bit of work to awaken the guy and rainbow the guy, but trust me, he is worth it. He's one of the best free-to-plays in the game. So you're going to have to farm out 20 copies of the medals for the version 2, the new one that's coming out during the 6th anniversary. You're going to have to farm out 120 medals for the other one. I know that seems ridiculous, but let me show you once again why this is unfortunately how it is. So he is a TUR in his final form, but as of right now, Global can only get him to the SSR form. But if you reverse that at the SR level, if you get him to SA10, you're not going to be able to use the hidden potential grid. In order to unlock the hidden potential grid, you have to turn him into an SSR. In order to do so, you have to farm out each copy with 20 medals. So it is an unfortunate situation, but this event has been around for a very long time, so maybe you've already got some farming done. If you haven't, you can always get it done during the countdown celebration, or you can do that during the actual anniversary while you're summoning or just recovering from your summons for the other units. So it is a bit of a grind, but trust me, it's worth it. If you want, just join me on my streams while I do it. So that being said, taking a look at the final 2 units, we got the Frieza, 14 copies needed to rainbow, 100 medals to fully rainbow and awaken, and the Manaka, same thing, 14 copies, and then 10 and 10 at the end. So that is your full cheat sheet. Hopefully it helps you out. and it has everything all consolidated in one little package for you. If it helps, be sure to let me know. If it doesn't help, also let me know, because I would like to make these types of charts in the future so that it can help you guys in general. But if you have anything, any suggestions, let me know. And if I missed anything, feel free to let me know in the comments as well. But that is going to be it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on the free-to-plays that are dropping this anniversary. Which unit are you most excited for besides the LR Roshi? Everyone's excited for that one. Aside from that, which one are you most excited for? For me, it's Ultra Instinct. I have been waiting for so long for that guy to be as good as he is. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future, and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it! Thanks again, stay tuned, and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.